international tournaments, at least at the starting points, can be a little bit on the boring side. I present to you the Euro 2024, which so far has given you a fair few thrilling matches to begin with, or not thrilling, at least matches that were worth taking out time and watching. Yesterday, you saw Spain demolish Croatia 3-0. You saw Italy against Albania, huff and puff to a win, despite Albania conceding or Albania scoring a goal in 21 seconds of the game getting underway. And today, well, you've seen another good thriller in the form of Poland versus Netherlands, a match that, whilst it may seem underwhelming in the first glance, you realize if you look a little deeper that there's a lot of quality players here, although Poland were unfortunately missing the services of perhaps their most talismanic and reliable player in the form of Robert Lewandowski. No problem for them, at least at first, because they ended up actually taking the lead in the first half. But if you were watching the match, you'd realize that, listen, this was always going to be a case of when rather than if the Netherlands managed to make a comeback, and that's exactly how it panned out. Netherlands came back into the game in the first half itself, courtesy of a nice little equalizing goal by Cody Gakpo of Liverpool. Although many will argue that, truth be told, they probably could have actually gotten that equalizer, or perhaps even gotten ahead in the first half itself. But incidentally, the equalizer, or the winning goal really, came in the form of a rather unexpected or expected, depending on your perspective, super sub. Why did I say unexpected or expected? I say unexpected because it came from Wout Weghorst. And the reason I say it's expected is, well, because it came from Wout Weghorst. This is the same guy who came off the bench against Argentina in that knockout game of the 2022 World Cup and absolutely had limbs flying everywhere when he equalized in the absolute end part of the game. This time around, though, he came on, scored the winner in towards the end of regulation time. And this is again the same Weghorst who, whilst pretty limited, let's say, as a first choice striker, whether it be for club or country, has clearly established himself as someone who can be a very, very good plan B, someone you can throw on off the bench because, again, very direct, and there's a definite route A aspect to his game. You can lump long balls towards him and you know he'll win the aerial battles, he'll hold up defenders, he'll make himself a nuisance, and that's exactly what he did here. It was a scrappy goal if you're looking at it that way, because again, Ake threads a long ball in, it kind of takes a deflection of some of the Polish defenders, and then Weghorst, it falls to him nicely, but did need a second invitation, so well done. And again, at this point of the tournament, it's not so important how good or bad you end up playing. Again, there's lots of the tournament still to go if you are one of those teams who make it into the round of 16. The first thing that should always be your target is, listen, we need to get points and we need to get them any which way we can. And in fact, if you're looking at the table of this particular group, it's pretty tight because, again, there's some good teams in this group. Really, the group of death, if you ask me, you've got a Netherlands, you've got a Poland, who are currently first and fourth. And if you look at the other two teams, you've got Austria and France. Oof, that is big because, again, France are one of those teams, the 2018 World Cup winners, 2022 they ended up finishing second. 26 they've also won the Euros in recent past, of course not in the recent past, but it's been a while, and they came very close in 2016 as well. So they're a team that definitely many people are counting as favorites. So for Netherlands, getting these 3 points very, very important at this stage of the game of the tournament, because again, it's early days. You want to get points and ensure that you're in a comfortable position, because as the tournament progresses, that's when things will end up getting tougher, and that's when you can potentially kick into gear. So a good win for the Netherlands, bad loss for Poland, though, who find themselves in must-win territory against a well-coached Austria and a superstar-filled France. But what were your thoughts on the game? You can let us know that in the comments below. And don't forget, if you enjoy our work, like it, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, tap the bell icon. Follow us also on social media. We're on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Don't forget to download the AajTak app. And if you're already on the channel, then go right ahead. Check out some other videos we've done as well. Now, from my side, it is goodbye.